Hello everyone, welcome back to the State School of Law. In this episode, we shall be looking at how to correct a court process before the court in Nigeria and the UK. You learn how to properly correct mistakes in court documents in Nigeria and the UK, the rules that apply, and the key differences between both systems so errors don't derail your case. Question 1. What does it mean to correct a court process? Correcting a court process means fixing an error, mistake, or omission in a legal document that has been filed in court. This could include wrong names of parties, typographical or clerical errors, incorrect dates or figures, misdescriptions of facts, procedural defects. The goal is to ensure the document reflects the true intention of the party and allows the court to determine the real issues in dispute. Why do courts allow corrections to court processes? Courts allow corrections because justice should not be defeated by technical mistakes. Both Nigerian and UK courts focus on substantial justice rather than mere form. As long as the mistake was made in good faith and the correction does not unfairly prejudice the other party, the court will generally permit an amendment or correction. How are court processes corrected in Nigeria generally? In Nigeria, court processes are corrected mainly through amendment of pleadings or processes and the court's inherent power. Most High Court civil procedural rules expressly allow amendments at any stage of proceedings, provided it is not necessary for determining the real questions in controversy. What legal authority supports corrections in Nigeria? The key legal foundation is Section 6, Section 6A of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria, as amended, which gives courts inherent powers to do justice. In addition, other provisions in High Court rules permit amendments. Case law consistently holds that courts should correct errors rather than punish parties for them. Nigerian courts have repeatedly stated that procedural rules are handmaids of justice, not its master. What types of errors can Nigerian courts correct without much difficulty? Nigerian courts really correct clerical or typographical mistakes, misnomer or wrong description of the party, errors in dates, figures or headings, accidental omissions. These are often corrected by motion on notice or in very minor cases by an oral application in court. Does Nigeria have a slip rule? Yes, Nigeria recognizes the slip rule, which allows courts to correct potential accident, slips or omission in judgment, rulings or errors. However, unlike the UK, the slip rule in Nigeria is not always codified in one uniform provision. It is largely derived from judicial practice and inherent jurisdiction. The rule cannot be used to change the substance of a decision, only to correct errors that do not affect the merits. What is the rule for correction before the document is served in the UK? If the document has not yet been served, you may amend it without needing the court's permission. What about after the document has been served in the UK? Once the document has been served, you need either the written consent of the other party or permission of the court, which is obtained by filing Form N244. The application must include a witness statement explaining the error, a marked up copy showing the corrections, a clean copy for sealing, and the relevant court fee. This procedure is strictly outlined in CPR Part 7 and Practice Direction 17. Question 9. Does the UK have a slip rule like Nigeria? Yes. The UK has a very explicit slip rule under CPR 40.12. It allows the court to correct accidental slips or omissions in judgment, orders, or other documents at any time. The court can make this correction on its own initiative or upon application. Often no hearing is needed. How are criminal errors corrected in the UK? For criminal matters, the criminal procedural rules (CRIM PR) apply. Key provisions include CRIM PR 19.4, correction of errors in court orders; CRIM PR 14, amendment of indictments; CRIM PR 5.4, general case management powers. Just like in Nigeria, the court looks at one main issue, that is in the UK. Will the defendant suffer prejudice? If not, the correction or amendment is usually allowed. Question level: what are the major differences between Nigeria and the UK? Here are the big contrasts. A. Structure of the rules. The UK is more structured with clear CPR and CRIM PR provisions. Nigeria blends rules with broad judicial discretion. Formatting requirement. The UK requires track changes, endorsements, and marked up versions. Nigerian courts are more flexible. C. Limitation periods. The UK is stricter under CPR 17.4. Nigeria prohibits amendment, introducing new causes of action after limitation. Inherent powers. Nigeria relies heavily on Section 6, subsection CA. However, despite these differences, both systems agree on one thing: mistakes should not defeat justice. And that is how you correct a court process in both Nigeria and the UK. If you enjoyed this video, please comment and let's share your experiences in the next. Till we meet again, this is a Desiree and all of a Desiree School of Law.